Pocoloco's horse gets into the lead. His horse stumbles and falls, which puts Gyro into the lead. Somehow Pocoloco recovers. Is this nigga drifting? Is this nigga smiling? Hey! JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Still Ball Run Part 7. You know, there's been so many JoJo's fans, even just in the 90s, that have been waiting for this to come out. Like, life is good, man. Life is good. The Joestar that we're following is Johnny Joestar, and he's crippled, like he's in a wheelchair. And you could only imagine or wonder what happened to him. How did he get himself in this predicament? Years back, Johnny Joestar was a horseback rider, and his dad was a horse trainer, which got him into the game. Life was good for him. Even if the timeline restart to anew, I guess the Joestar still had a reputation and had some money. Some things never changed. He had a brother until that one passed, unfortunately. Johnny Joestar had many championships and trophies because he just kept on winning. It wasn't just his Joestar name. He carried his own legacy, which kind of made him a little bit cocky. They go to see this actress, and he's going with his girlfriend. He cuts the line, and the person that he cut says that he's been in line since yesterday. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been at Pokemon drops late night. If someone cut me, I would be upset too. Johnny gets in his face and starts being aggressive, and he gaslights the security people, saying that he was in line first and that person cut him. And he also used his last name, saying that he's Johnny Joestar, so I guess they had to believe him. They take the dude to the back of the line, in which he retaliates by shooting Johnny in the back. That shot hit his spine, paralyzing him. And then after this, he had the most humbling experience. Because he was paralyzed, he literally couldn't take care of himself. And no one went to go see him, even his girlfriend. I mean, he can't even wipe his own ass. He's telling one of the workers to clean his shit. He starts getting ruckus with the worker, and the dude was already abusing him before he was even having problems. He was taking his blood from his legs because he couldn't feel it regardless. He starts beating him up. Like I said, the most humbling experience. From a Johnny Joestar to just being paralyzed, sitting in your own shit. But he's still determined to ride a horse. He reads the newspaper about the Still Ball Run and how much money he can earn, and which gives him even more motivation to try the horse, and shit doesn't seem to be working out. I mean, he can't even pull himself up on the horse for obvious reasons. Who has ever seen a paraplegic try to ride a horse? This nigga's the GOAT. I mean, that horse wasn't even fucking with him. I mean, that horse messed him up bad. The horse he had was hot-blooded and had a crazy temp. Time has passed and the race is about to start. Everyone's showing up and Johnny's still being dragged. Please pray for him. Oh God. There's a lot of people participating in this because this is a lot of money. Yeah, most people are using their horses, but some people are using cars or even their fucking feet. I mean, there is too many contestants. But we got my nigga Abdul back, and he's using a camel. We got Dio back, but in this timeline, his name is Diego. God, this shit is peak. This competition, there's multiple runs. First one's a 10-mile circuit. The person who wins this first one gets a $10,000 prize and a 1-hour bonus. And the spectators are just using the train. Johnny Joestar still wants to learn what those steel balls that Zeppeli has, because touching them made him use his legs just for a second, or made him stand. And to a crippled person, being able to stand even for a second was crucial. The race is about to start.
3, 2, 1.
The race is off. Johnny Joestar is actually starting to pass people. Seems like a lot of that practice and training is really doing work right now. Zeppeli is in the lead in first place, and we got people trying to crash into Johnny, and if he gets tangled up, that's gonna slow him down even more. Johnny manages to get through with other horses just colliding and crashing on each other. Diego Brando takes second place, and he's catching up to Zeppeli. Abdul catches up, and he's first place, and he starts to knock Zeppeli's horse off track. I mean, that's a big ass fucking camel. Zeppeli uses his steel balls, knocking Abdul off course into the cactus patch. I mean, that crash was bad, and we don't think he's getting up. I hate how they did him like this, but hey, game is game. Zeppeli takes the lead again. We have this character called Pocoloco, who completely forgot the time on when the race was gonna start, and something about him is eerie. He went to a fortune teller of some sort, in which she was telling him that he has extreme luck, pretty much 1 in a billion type luck, which makes him more nonchalant and ease back. Gets a late start. It's gonna take him a little longer to catch up. The people who were in cars thinking that the fuel was gonna get them somewhere, they're pretty much out. Diego's starting to catch up to Zeppeli, and he's starting to pick up off of Zeppeli's horse's patterns. They're starting to be neck and neck. He caught up in no time. Apparently Zeppeli's horse has a tail, and he already picked up off the patterns. Diego gets in front, and now he's in first place. Zeppeli asked him how is he able to do that and figure him out. He said it's just technique, fuck nigga. Dio's starting to get distance off of Zeppeli quick. They start racing towards this bridge. Zeppeli uses his steel balls on his horse, makes him jump way further, getting in front of Diego. He crashes down on the bridge, stopping Diego's horse, and now Zeppeli's back in first place. Pocoloco catches up to everybody, in which we're introduced to this native runner who only uses his feet, jumps past this gap between these two cliffs. Some people go back saying that they're not risking their horse, which pretty much ends the race for them. He decides to use his luck to jump over this gap. He misses it, and then this native runner told him to use this rope that he has. Throws this rope clinging onto the rocks, able to get his horse over. This was a huge shortcut for him, catching up to others. Zeppeli's still in the lead, and he's deciding to go through these trees, like through this forest, which will gain 800 yards for him, which is a pretty significant shortcut. But this forest isn't for everybody. A lot of people don't risk it. The people that go in with them are Johnny and a few others. Pocoloco catches up to Johnny Joestar, asking him where the person in the lead is going, which is in the forest with all these tree branches, vines. Pocoloco trusts in his luck, and he starts closing his eyes through the forest. Even Johnny is concerned what the fuck is going on. Pocoloco's closing his eyes through the forest, catching up to Zeppeli, in which Zeppeli uses his steel balls to try to stop Pocoloco, which makes him crash into these trees, but his luck is 1 in a billion. Barely hangs on, going through the forest. Pocoloco catches up to Zeppeli. Pocoloco's horse gets into the lead. On this stride, they're going down a slope, and a lot of the horses are starting to crash and fall. His horse stumbles and falls, which puts Gyro into the lead. Somehow, Pocoloco recovers. Is this nigga drifting? He's starting to ride on this dead horse. He's starting to ride on this dead cow. What type of luck? He drifts through and he gets first place again, but he's starting to gain crazy distance. Zeppeli throws his steel ball on the cliff to try to stop Pocoloco. The native runner stops one of the hurling boulders going towards him, which kind of knocks it off track. And now the native runner's in first place. What the fuck? Native runner's in first place, Pocoloco's in second, and Zeppeli's in third. They're getting closer and closer to the finish line. Native runner takes a shortcut through cliffs. Zeppeli's telling his horse to go max speed. Gets past Pocoloco. Finish line is right there. Crowd's going crazy with their chanting their own favorites. A lot of the horses were saving their strength for this last stride. Even Johnny's. Diego's starting to catch up using wind resistance, cutting through everybody. Johnny makes his horse go full speed. We have the native runner, Pocoloco, Zeppeli, Diego, and Johnny damn near neck and neck. It's anybody's race. The native runner gets in first place. Damn, that nigga fast. They're getting closer and closer to the native runner, making it even more neck and neck. It's anybody's race. Zeppeli uses his steel ball. Zeppeli gets in first place because he's using his steel ball on his cape, making him go even faster, which makes Zeppeli win. And this is only the first race, and this shit is already too bizarre.